Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna. I'm a little bit spooky, and I thought today we could do a little bit of some decluttering. I have a huge bag of stuff I need to go through and decide what I'm getting rid of, what I want to give a second chance to. And yeah, let's just dig through it and see what I'm going to get rid of and what's going to get a second chance, because some of this might get a second chance, and we'll test it out together and see how I feel about it and if it's going to make the cut or not. I'm not hopeful. All right. If that interests you, if you love a good old declutter, just go ahead and keep watching. But before you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know some more videos you would like to see. Do you like declutters? I love them. Makeup collection type videos, organizing type videos. I enjoy those. And yeah, I thought we'd throw something a little different in by adding in kind of a second chance for some of the products to make sure my opinion is firm. Let's get into some decluttering. Alright, we're at the decluttering table. Huge bag full of stuff. Let's go through. Let's see what we got, because I don't even remember what's in here. Well, we got some lashes that I have like one left of, but these are just like massive and don't really fit my eye very well. So I don't need them. I just don't need them. They're just too dang big. So I'm going to declutter these. Got a volumizing root spray from Pantene. There's still a good bit in here, so I'm just going to pass this off to a friend. But I have like 3 root sprays. I don't need another one. I've got too many, and this one wasn't my favorite, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let this one go to a friend who could probably get some use out of it. I've got like 3 root sprays I'm trying to work through currently. And then I have this from Cake. This is just gonna, I don't think anybody I know is gonna really want to use this. It's like chunky and curdled looking. But this is the Cake Working Curl Ready to Dye for Curl Reviving Spray. This is just like conditioner and a spray. It just made my hair feel yucky. I don't like it. It didn't do anything for me. Not my favorite product. And yeah, it's too heavy for my hair. Yeah, I didn't like the texture it left. It just felt kind of gummy and like I just need to wash my hair. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. So letting this one go. A little Stila liquid eyeliner, which I just had way too long. I don't even think it's like dried up. It might have finally dried up. But it's one that's like a little inkwell. It's got the cushion in there. I don't use it. I never use this, so yeah, it's gonna go. I've got this from Milani. This is their Glow Hydrating Skin Tint. I hated this. It brought out every bit of texture in my skin. It just did not look good. It was, no, not for me. It didn't look pretty in a flawless filter way, and it offered no coverage. It did everything that I don't want a glow product to do. But now that I'm thinking about it, I might use this as body makeup just to use it up. Like I can use this on my arms and like maybe chest. I told you we're going to try to make second chances for some stuff here. This I'm going to try as body makeup. And we'll see how that goes. It does have 29% squalane, and like it sounds like an amazing product. It just looked like garbage on my face. It brought out every hint of texture. And it was just too sparkly looking. But I think it would look nice on the arms and like shoulders and chest. So you know what? It's going to go in the second chance pile. I'm letting go of this Biossance Squalane Vitamin C Rose Oil just because I've had it far too long. And it's probably gone off. And yeah, I mean I have a little bit left, but it's too old. It's too old. It's a beautiful product, by the way. I absolutely loved it. I just didn't use it up in time, and I feel like I've just had it far too long. So, just a beauty blender, older one. Just need to get rid of it. It's too old. We got this from Fig and Yarrow Apothecary. This is their Orange Blossom Lavender Complexion Water. I feel like this irritates my skin. My skin doesn't love it. I love the glass bottle. I love the sprayer on it. But the product itself, I feel like just kind of burns, and I don't know. It just doesn't feel good on my face. I think it irritates it a little bit. This does have like some essential oils and stuff in it, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let this go. And I've had it for quite some time, so it's just gonna go into the declutter. I actually might keep just the spray bottle to use for something though, and just pour out what's in it, because this bottle is really nice. I do like the sprayer on it, so I might repurpose the bottle because it's a nice glass bottle. Lord Jones Acid Mantle Repair. This is really nice. I loved it. I've used the bulk of it up, and it's definitely expired by now, so it needs to go. Yeah, the expiration date was this year. So, yeah, this was great though, and I do think Lord Jones actually is coming back. But yeah, you know, I used a good portion of it. It does really, really nice for irritated skin. Just a great solid moisturizer for the wintertime. Very luxurious, comforting, and yeah, it has CBD in it. And I think it did a good job for just protecting the skin and helping that barrier repair situation, like where you get like the irritation from the cold weather, or maybe you used a lot of actives. This was fantastic for that. I mean, over exfoliated. Wonderful product. I love the packaging. I think it's so beautiful. Really enjoyed it. But again, it's expired, so. Oh boy. Here's an oldie but a goodie. This is the Kat Von D, before it was KVD, Shade and Light Original Contour Palette. I've just had this way too long, and I've hit pan a little bit on it. I haven't reached for it in years, and I think it's time to let her go. Memories. Oh my goodness, I love this palette so much. But, you know, I think it's time to part with it. It's time to part with it because I don't use it anymore. It's so old. Like, this has to be like 7 years old probably. Okay, so that's gonna go. I actually feel like a little bit sad and like almost want to just keep it for the makeup archives. We've got some Clinique Moisture Surge. I didn't like this. I think it pilled. I don't think it did a great thing for me. I don't know, just didn't like it. So I think this is empty anyway, so letting that one go. We've got eyeliner here from Rimmel. I'm pretty sure this is dried up. It's just a green eyeliner. Never reach for it. Don't even think these are a thing anymore. So I'm gonna let it go. e.l.f. CC Camo Cream. I don't love this. I have way better foundations that I like, so there's no point hanging on to something that I'm not a huge fan of. Yeah, we're gonna let that go. I've got an Infallible foundation from L'Oreal. This is just expired. That's the only reason I'm getting rid of it. I absolutely love this foundation, the Fresh Wear. I think it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful product. Great wear time. No complaints. It is just well past its expiration date of 2020. So yeah, we're gonna let her go. Thick It Stick It from NYX. This is just not my shade. That's the only reason I'm letting this one go. It's too dark. So yeah, love the product otherwise. Just the black shade obviously is not a shade that I could use. I think I used this one a little bit when my hair was at its darkest. So anyway, letting it go just because shade match is wrong. Same with this NYX Lift and Snatch. It's just too deep, so I'm gonna pass it along as well because I think somebody could probably use both of these products because they're still in good condition. They're not super old or anything. They just aren't the right shade match for me. There's plenty left in them. So I think a friend could definitely use those. The Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. I love this concealer. I think it's really, really nice, but it's just old. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm decluttering it, is that it is well past its prime, I think. And yeah, other than that, I think it's a good concealer. And I should have used it more. Random black lipstick that I never reached for, so that's gonna go. I think the only reason I bought that is because I got it for a penny at Dollar General. That was the only reason. Angel Veil Primer. Hear that? Yeah, it's dried out. It's gotta go. I love this primer though, by the way. Good stuff. Just totally forgot about it. Similar vein, the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I don't use it. I don't reach for this. I liked it. It's good, but it's almost empty. Another primer. This is the Blurring Face Primer, Age Perfect from L'Oreal. I like this primer a lot. I really like it. It's just it's almost empty, and I lost the cap, and it's gotten weird and separating. And again, it's a little old. So again, we're letting it go, just because it's been in the collection far too long. Revlon Illuminates. You know I have complicated feelings with this one, as in I just really dislike it, but it's gonna go into that second chance pile. I think I'm gonna give this one another go, just to be sure I don't like it. I'm pretty confident that I don't like it, and there's some just weird sadistic part of me that wants to try it again. Some just the masochistic part of me wants to make myself angry at this foundation. So it's gonna go in the second chance pile. I really just gotta make sure needs to be decluttered. And then it just maybe was some bad skin days. And you know what? I'm gonna give this a second chance too. This NYX Marshmallow Primer. Just to make sure I want to truly declutter it and not finish it up. Marc Jacobs Glow Drops. These are definitely past their prime. Hung on to it for so long because it was like the first thing I ever got in PR. But, you know, it is. Look at it. It's time to go. We gotta let that go. Age Perfect Powder from L'Oreal. I just really dislike this powder. It makes my skin oily somehow. It's a powder that makes me oily. But it's almost full. There's plenty of product in here. Haven't used it that much, so I think a friend could definitely get a use out of that. Because it's not like it's expired or anything. Iconic London Glow Drops. These just are too deep for me and don't really look good on me. They're a little too glowy, a little too frosty looking. So that's the only reason they're going to get passed along. Or not, they're pretty. They're just way too much for my skin. But it's almost a full thing. It's not that old. Just a little too glowy for my preferences these days. We got from She Glam a little primer here. This is their Birthday Skin Primer. I liked this when I first got it. It was kind of interesting and cool, but yeah. I mean, it's too much. It's too much hassle. I don't like She Glam. I don't like Shein. I don't want to support this company, so no, it's got to go. That's purely the reason it's got to go. It's just because I don't want to support She Glam or Shein or any of those types of companies because I don't like their business practices. Speaking of not liking business practices and thinking something's garbage, Jaclyn Hill. This is the Jaclyn Hill highlighter. This is such a beautiful highlighter. I will admit that. It is gorgeous, but I do not want to support Jaclyn Hill. I think she's not a great person. Don't like her. And I don't want to feature one of her products on my channel ever, or use it, or look at it, because it makes me angry to look at. But I will pass this off to a friend, because I think it's a nice highlighter somebody else will enjoy, but it makes me angry to look at, because I just think she's just a garbage human. Sorry, not sorry. And then another little, what is this? Japanesque Beauty Blender. It's just old. It's super old. It's pretty though, isn't it? And I never use it. So it's gonna go. Lip gloss, liquid lipstick from Bite Beauty, definitely expired. Needs to go. Beautiful shade though. Absolutely beautiful. Love these, but yeah, it's just really old. Oh, another Lift and Snatch here. What is this one? Were they both too dark for me? Okay, yeah, so the shade Black and the shade Espresso. So yeah, both of those were just too dark. They're gonna go into the pile for friends. Little flat brush, nothing wrong with it, just don't need it. And a Eco Tools brush that I just don't reach for anymore. And yeah, a couple little other brushes that I think maybe some friends could get some use out of. And then I have a little eyeliner from NYX that is way too old and kind of beat up looking and I never use. So that's gonna go. All right, as far as, two more brushes I'm just gonna pass off to friends that do need baths. Okay, so what is getting a second chance? The Milani Glow. We're gonna try this body makeup. The NYX Marshmallow Primer. I wanna see if I truly want to part with it because I do have a little bit of product left in here. So yeah, it's just, I threw it in here because it's taking up space, but we'll see if I want to continue using it. I've just kind of been out of using primers lately We're going to give Revlon Luminance another go, mostly because Mallory Brooke, it looks so beautiful on her skin that I'm like, I gotta try it again. What am I doing wrong? So we're going to give that one more try. This I'm purely keeping just to empty out the product and keep the spray bottle because it's a good bottle and we're going to repurpose that. Okay, anything else that we could give maybe a second chance to? How about we use a little bit of, maybe give this Catrice Liquid Camouflage one more go before we totally part with it, just because I think it's a nice concealer. It just, I don't know, I just feel like I've had it way too long. But we'll give it one more try with these products just to kind of have a little rounded out second chance video. And maybe a final goodbye video to some of these things. We'll give this one more try on the cheeks as a liquid highlighter and see if we truly dislike it. We'll give it one more go as well, just to see, just to make sure it's not something that I want to hang on to. And as a final goodbye to this contour product, we'll use it too. So we'll make a little face out of these things tomorrow and see if we really are going to declutter all these items. Okay, I just thought it'd be fun to kind of give some things a little bit of a second chance and a little bit of a goodbye use. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for that and a face of using these items and seeing just how things go. I really kind of think this could make good body makeup. Like let me just, I got a shoulder exposed today. Let's try it out. Let's just see what it does. Oh God, it's all separated. Gross, gross, gross. Let's see if this Milani stuff will look good on my shoulder. And we'll just look in the viewfinder to see. Look at these muscles. Look at these muscles. Maybe. Yeah, okay, that might be something we could do with this. Hey. Alright. Okay, so there's one way to repurpose this as body makeup. Just because it's horrendous on the face, but yeah, look at these pec muscles. That's not fat, that's muscle. That's muscle, girl. Anyway, I told you, I'm trying to be a bodybuilder over here. Muscles. Oh, that was a boob. So yeah, we will test these things out tomorrow and I will film it and we'll just kind of go through and chit chat about it. I'll see you tomorrow for the continuation of this video. Alright, I got my second chance stuff in front of me. Let's see how things go. I've already done my skincare and all that jazz, you know, the huge. So, let's go in first with the Marshmallow Primer. See if it impresses me or warrants staying in the collection, because I have too many skincare things that I prefer using these days over a basic like primer option. Even though this does claim to be like kind of skincare infused, I'm just really into like the vitamin rich face base and just better skin prep over pore filling and all those things currently. But anyway, let's give it a go. I'm gonna squirt some out. I still do love the way this smells. It has that sweet little marshmallowy smell and the texture is nice. Actually not sure why I put this in my declutter. Yeah, it still feels really good on the skin. I gotta admit that. Will this get a second chance? It just might. I mean, it does look nice on the skin. Like it kind of gives it a little bit of a healthy kind of skincare look. I don't think it like really blurs pores a ton or anything like that. But, you know, it is a nice texture. We'll see. So far, I think it does look good on the skin still. What made me even put you into Declutter, I wonder? I honestly don't remember now. I think I was just thinking I have too much stuff up here and haven't been reaching for it. Whatever. Alright, let's do the foundation now. This is the Revlon Illuminate Skin Caring Foundation. We're giving her one more shot. One more shot. If it looks like garbage today, honestly, it's probably going to get decluttered regardless because it's very unreliable, in my opinion, for me. But we'll give it one more go and see if it does anything good. it just, oh, it aggravates me because I see how beautiful it looks on other people's skin, and I'm like, why does it not look like that on mine? Why does everybody love this but me? Why? Why? Alright, I'm taking a dual complexion brush from e.l.f., my favorites. Admittedly, my shade is quite light. That might be part of the issue why I don't like it. It's just too pale. I feel like it just breaks up on my skin and just looks patchy and emphasizes texture that I don't want to emphasize. Yeah, see, I already see texture. I can see pores way more than I could before. It looks makeup-y on me. That's the only way I can really describe it. And yeah, it is too pale for me too. I already know the wear time isn't great either on me, so that's another mark against it. Unreliable, too pale. There's a lot of things I just dislike about this foundation. It just doesn't look pretty on my skin. I think it makes my skin look very textured. And if I have a dry spot, oh my gosh, you will know about it. I mean, it's super glowy and all, which I like that finish that it has. It just, I don't know. And for the price point, I'm not going to try to buy another one in a deeper shade to make it work better if it has so many things going against it. And I'm just going to chalk this one up to a loss. And maybe, I don't know if I have anybody that I'm friends with that is pale enough for this. I might find somebody who would enjoy this more than me. Because I mean, it's a whole bottle. It's a whole bottle. I hate to waste it. I should have maybe at least tried to return it for a deeper shade, I guess. I don't know. It's way too late now. But yeah, I look sick. Don't worry, we're going to go with the contour palette and try to fix that. Yes, I don't like the way it sits around my nose. Other than that, I do think the finish itself is pretty on those days that it works for me. Like, I guess because I did good skincare and my skin's in a happier place right now, it's looking a little better on me. But I just feel like it kind of breaks up and looks splotchy a lot of times. It makes my skin look a little bit more textured than it is. I don't know. It's not my favorite foundation. I'm so pale. So pale. Okay. So I am going to try to find a friend who would enjoy this more, that perhaps is paler than me, which is, I don't know, but we'll try. All right, let's do the concealers, the Catrice Liquid Camouflage. Just want to revisit this one. And I know it's fairly old, and I've got so many concealers, that's why this one's kind of getting decluttered, just because it's not getting used. I haven't reached for it. But I remember really, really liking it much more than the foundation, the Catrice foundation. But I like them both. It's not one that I reach for and am excited to use. That being said, it is a really pretty concealer. Should I try to pan it? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll try to pan this concealer, or like at least get some more use out of it before it goes, because I do quite like the way it looks on the under eye. See, this one was a questionable one about if I really wanted to get rid of it as well. I'm just trying to make room in my collection, because again, I have so many concealers that I love, and I have only one face. But man, that does look really pretty on the under eye. And it's actually playing really well with the foundation. And I know it has fantastic wear time as well. And all of that. Dang. Well, you know, I think this might make the cut to stay. And I'm going to try to actually pan it. Because, I mean, it's not that old. Like, you know, it just hadn't gotten touched. I think it got shoved to the back of my drawer. I kind of just forgot it existed. Okay. I'm going to throw some powder on. Oh, wait. We still have that liquid highlight. Let's see if we can put a little bit of that on the high points of the cheeks. It's the Iconic London Highlight Illuminator. And see what that looks like. Just a small amount on the high points. I have a feeling it's going to be too dark on me. That's why I never used it. And it's just so metallic looking. But maybe if we do like just a tiny amount, it'll kind of work out. I'm gonna grab a brush. I mean, that's not bad. Used in that way, very lightly. Oh darn, this might get to stay too, because that looks pretty. Was it just using this wrong, maybe? And just didn't experiment with it enough? I don't know, my makeup style changed so much, and I think I was trying to use this as like underneath makeup, the way they used to always show it. But I think I like it like this. Just lightly tapped on. It's actually quite nice. It doesn't have that crazy metallic look that it does when applied really full on. Okay. Well, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to egg on my face. I'm going to eat my words on that one too. And you know, it being a little bit deeper, it actually just bring a little color to my face. I'm not mad about that either. Oh, yeah, that actually looks really pretty. I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm a doofus. We're keeping the iconic London drops. We're going to use those up too. We're definitely going to use them. It's looking all right. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of texture showing, obviously, because I brought it a little too far in. Yeah, it's not as refined looking as like Flawless Filter or something like that on the skin, but it does have a beautiful glow. And, you know, maybe if I take my foundation brush over, kind of take it down a little bit right in that region and blend it in. Maybe we could use that for underpainting. Let's see if we can find some more uses for this before we let her go. I feel like that's oddly disappointing, like wanting to keep stuff. But yeah, here we are. Here we are. Next thing I wanted to test was the reason I got a tank top on. This for body makeup. I think it looked good yesterday. This is that Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint. Put a little bit on the chesticles and see what it does. Look at these pec muscles. My goodness, I am solid. I'm a solid girl. But just, I can see such a difference in my upper body that was not there before. Okay. I'm going to take some of this just on my hands like I would a lotion. Yeah, I think that actually looks really nice right there. Just goes to show there's always alternative uses for items. You don't have to use them as directed. Something doesn't work somewhere, try it somewhere else. So I hate to throw away stuff or like declutter. I don't know. I hate wasting product. I feel like sometimes, you know, you buy something and it just doesn't work as well as you want it to. You just want to immediately like chunk it or return it. But yeah, this one it really did look terrible on my face. Like, talk about texture. That is giving my chest a really nice color. Also, because it is a little bit, yeah, it's working really effectively as body makeup. Ooh. Okay. Well. I'll definitely tear through it a lot faster using it in this manner, but it's not like I'm using it anywhere else on me, so I think we'll be okay. And I do really like that soft sheen that is giving the skin. It reminds me a bit of like some of my glowier SPFs that I use on the body. Like the K-Skin one. Ooh. Yeah, okay. We're going to keep this one for shoulders and chest. It'll definitely come in handy in the summer months. Or like when I'm wearing something where my body shows a little bit. Cool. All right. So, staying in the collection. Okay, let me powder my face a little bit and we'll try to bring some color back. Well, while we're talking about powder, this is a powder that I'm actually trying to pan, but I figured that would make sense to include because I don't think this is for sale anymore. This is the number 7 Perfect Light Loose Powder. I don't believe they carry this currently, and I'm almost done with it, so I feel like it fits in the video. I have such a small amount left, but I swear this powder just will not end. It's one of those where it's just like, no, more use. This is a beautiful powder. I wish they bring it, or hope they bring it back and don't like keep it discontinued. All right, I'm just gonna set the under eye. But I've been using it like on non-filming days and stuff, just because I know you can't get your hands on it. And, you know, number 7 is not the cheapest brand. I don't want to waste it or throw it out because it's a beautiful product. And, you know, who cares if it's still in the market? That's one thing that is a difference among like a content creator that does makeup online versus the real person versus somebody who doesn't. It doesn't matter if product is discontinued on the day-to-day, you know, and to use it outside of the videos. The thing is, like, most of the time I'm doing my makeup, I'm doing it on camera. So, I mean, if you have something that's discontinued, don't feel pressure to get rid of it just because it's discontinued. Just use it up. Sometimes I feel like that can bleed over into your thinking a little bit when you're watching content and people are like, oh, I can't use this anymore, it's discontinued. The only reason is just because you can't buy it anymore. But even like before I create content, you know, people would mention something being limited edition, you can't buy it, so I don't want to use it on camera. It would make me not want to use that item in a way. Like, it's just kind of a power suggestion thing. But no, use your products. Who cares? Who cares if they're discontinued or limited edition? You bought it because you liked it. Freaking enjoy it and love it. Of course today would be a pretty skin day. I am so mad at this foundation. You're gaslighting me. It's gaslighting me. I saw a meme the other day that made me laugh about gaslighting. You can't gaslight me because I don't remember and I don't care about the outcome. I was like, oh, that is... I felt that one. Gaslit by a foundation. Only me. But if you knew how many times that I tried to make this work, though, I mean, repeatedly, and never had a good skin day with it. And I'm just like, what am I missing? And now it's going to look good on my skin? Are you kidding me? It's because I'm getting rid of you? It's one of those, just like, I don't know if that's considered irony or not, but one of those things that's like that. Like when you get to a red light and you decide to check your phone, the light turns, like something like that, you know? Or you try to switch songs. Damn it. The skin looks so good. Ugh. Obviously very pale, but you sorry piece of garbage. Ugh, gaslighting me like this. I'm still getting rid of it because I can't trust it. I can't trust it. It is cutting up simply because I'm filming this to talk about getting rid of it. So it's gonna be like, oh yeah, you know what? Do I anthropomorphize? I never can. That's one of those words I struggle to get out. Product? Absolutely. I talk to inanimate objects and argue with them. And you know what? That icon at London looks beautiful peeping through the powder. You know, y'all playing me today. All y'all. Y'all playing me. You're all catfishing me. Or you're all gaslighting me. Making me feel like I'm going crazy and I didn't know what I was doing before. See, that's why I can't get rid of stuff very easily. Because of that. Right there. Alright. This one we're using just for memory's sake. I know I'm decluttering it. I know it's still a good product and all, but I mean, I don't remember the last time I've reached for this. It's so old. I mean, it's got to be at least, what, did I have my 8th wedding anniversary, I think? So this is 8 years old. It's time to go. It's too old. Because I bought this right before I got married. This in the Shade and Light eyeshadow palette, which I still have. It's in my makeup archives. I do have like a little archive of stuff that I keep that was just like memorable items. This might just go get stuck in the archive on the shelf just for memory's sake. Because I'm a bit of a archivist when it comes to things like that. So this, because it was such a pivotal, like important makeup era of the Shade and Light stuff, I might hang on to it and just have some nostalgia over when Kat Von D's brand was awesome. I don't like the new iteration without Kat. She was definitely the driving force of the brand creatively, regardless of her opinions on things and her political stances or whatever. I'm going to separate the art from the artist on this. Just hear me out, devil's advocate here. The brand was much better when she was running it. Let's be real. Aside from that, like, I get that they got boycotted and their sales dramatically dropped after she made some statements about some things, and there's some very, questionable stuff. Prior to all that, that brand was one of the best Sephora brands before that. And I just feel like they're not going to recover. Like, yeah, they had that bomb foundation. They had like a couple of viral things that I think got kind of maybe artificially inflated a little bit with the algorithm. I don't think those products could be that good. Just being real with you there. They had a little bit of a resurgence with the TikTok crowd. But on a whole, I don't think the brand is thriving. Like, did they even put out anything cool for a holiday even? No, that used to be like the highlight to me of holiday season was seeing what they were going to come out with, because they did the most beautiful eyeshadow palettes. I loved their eyeshadow palettes, their complexion products. I got PR from them occasionally, and they reposted me. That was the first brand to ever post me on their feed. And girl, I was in heaven. I was living for that brand. I wanted to be one of their artists so bad. And, it was a very special time in makeup for me. It was when I started creating content, and it was a nice magical time in the beauty space to me before the Jeffree Stars of it all and the crazy dark drama had kicked off, and it was just silly nonsense drama. Like, it was never that deep, and then, man, the drama got so dark. It got so dark and just absolutely not. Anyway, there's a lot of nostalgia around the KVD brand from that era for me, because it was a brand that really got me to be creative with makeup and branch out, try colors that I would never have reached for, and really have fun. And some of my favorite looks I've ever done are still with some of those holiday palettes. I still think about the Shade and Light eyeshadow palette and miss it. And I'm thinking of getting maybe the Makeup by Mario neutral palette, or to kind of fill that void. Not Makeup by Mario. Patrick Ta has a neutral palette that might fill that little void I have for just a straight up matte palette with all the colors in it. That one, or the Danessa Myricks one. Groundwork. Let me know your thoughts. Which one would you go for? I don't know anything. I haven't used eyeshadows from either brand, so I'm totally going in blind on that. Now, if Natasha maybe put out a palette that was like that, might be real tempted. All that to say, this is just purely for a walk down memory lane that we're using this. Would you like to see a whole video of walking down memory lane of makeup? Like nostalgic makeup from some of my favorite products that are definitely not available anymore. Discontinued, founders are canceled, whatever, but just things that I've kept because they make my happy in my heart, and I truly love those products. Just some my oldest makeup in my collection, in my little archive. I have a bookshelf, or actually it's called a secretary. It's a fold out desk with the shelf over it in the corner of my room over here in the studio, and that's where all the archive stuff goes. Of things that were just special, packaging I like, whatever. It all goes on that wall, on that shelf. I could dig through that shelf and pull out some product, and maybe we could do a real throwback. I'm talking 2014 throwback in makeup. I'll spritz everything down with some alcohol before I use it. And yeah, I think that could be fun. You know what? We'll do that. We'll definitely do that video because I think that'll be just a cute idea. All right. I'm going to shut up and get to contouring. Grab me a little brush here. I'm going to start with the shade called Subconscious. I used to have these memorized. It's the lightest kind of cool tone one. And I'm just going to start to tap that on here. I mean, so that's still just a good shade. Do they still make this, I wonder? Like, if I could get maybe just a single of this one color. I might investigate and see if that's still a thing. That is definitely a good contour shade on me. It has that little bit of pinkiness in it that just matches my skin tone really well. So yeah, this is definitely going to go in the little archive, though. Not necessarily declutter, but it's going out of the collection in rotation. And not taking up space in my drawers anymore. Those were the days. This is the All in the Family theme song. Did anybody watch All in the Family as a kid? I watched that when I was little. I loved all those Norman Lear sitcoms. I loved them. They were so unique for the era. They changed TV. I'm a bit of a sitcom, like, junkie, I guess you could say. Like, grew up with sitcoms, freaking loved them. As a kid, like, Nick at Night was my everything, girl. I could do a whole video just rambling about sitcoms and all the different ones. Like, I could do a topic themed video about each sitcom. It'd probably be a 2-hour video. Oh, that looks good. Dang it. You know, I'm gonna look and see if they make this as a single. Let's take a little bit of the middle shade to really bring in some warmth and kind of treat it more as a bronzer. I'm gonna grab it with a fluffier brush. I've had a lot of caffeine this morning. Clearly, your girl got into some caffeine today. I accidentally poured too much coffee concentrate into my smoothie this morning. So, you're welcome for the chaos that is this video. But yeah, I'm using the middle shade now that is called Shadow Play, which is a Joy Division song. Shadow Play. I'm terrible at singing. Like, I have zero musical talent. I can hear the song perfectly in my head, but I can't replicate it with my mouth. Can't hum, no melody, nothing. Couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. Zero rhythm. Just not good at it. Total opposite. My husband has, like, incredible rhythm. He can sing. Like, the man could sing opera if he wanted to. He can. Occasionally, like, he'll whip out an opera song. Amazing voice. Me. Pay me to stop singing. I'm taking a little fluffy brush. Do a little nosy contour. This was my first contour palette. We'll use a little bit of some eyes as well. I can't quite get the lyrics in my head of Shadow Play either. And if you guys Joy Division fans, they're one of my favorites. Always loved them. I'm going to take that lightest matte shade in here. This is called Levitation. So I always love, like, all the shade names and stuff. They were just cool sounding. A little bit of that on the lower lash. Under here, brighten up. And I'm going to take the deepest shade in here. It's called Sombre. Sombre. I don't know, can't speak other languages either. And the romantic languages, I'm awful. I just cannot get the words out and make them sound nice. It just comes out with a very flat white accent. Very country sounding sometimes. Which I also kind of think is funny, speaking other languages in, like, a very strong country accent. I don't know why that tickles me. It's just one of those little silly things. It's one of the things that makes me laugh. I don't know what makes me laugh. It's just weird things too. Just the idea of speaking Swedish with a really strong country accent. makes me laugh, and I would intentionally do that when I was learning Swedish. I would speak it very like taxi mycket, you know, and it just, I don't know why that made me laugh so hard, because I was picturing like wearing a cowboy hat and like living in Sweden, like picture like a redneck moves to Sweden and like it was like going about life, but they're like big rodeo cowboy belt buckle and hat, driving a Dodge Laramie Longhorn. I don't know why that makes me laugh. I was like, I'm gonna do that when I move to Sweden. Glad I didn't move to Sweden, because I don't like the cold, I've discovered. That's what stopped me, really. I'm like, it's too damn cold. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like living in my subtropic climate, apparently. Man, that really does look good on the eyes. Dang. This was such a good palette. It was a banger of a palette. Oh gosh, I have too much caffeine today. Taking that deepest shade, really gonna hollow that out right there. Look, my face got a little thinner. I'm like, let's see how thin we can make it look. Like just going ham. Dang, this is a nice makeup day. I was really expected today to be a total stinker and having to wash my face before I filmed something else that was a reel that I was doing today. And now, we end up with actually a good makeup day, so that works to my favor. I don't have to go wash my face. I'm taking the orangey, not orange, this peachy color powder on the end here called Lucid. And I'm going to use that just to bring a little bit like almost like a blushing warmth in. Right here. And kind of blend things out. That looks nice. I used to use this kind of as a blush. So I'm all about like trying to make every product, every pan in a palette have a use for me in some way. Because clearly, you know, that shade's too dark for my face, but it can work in other places. Like the eyes, and it's a kind of a blushy tone. Using that to kind of blend the edges. Very nice. Okay, cool. I'm gonna finish up my face and film a little reel, because I'm doing a reel with some blush, and throw some lips on, finishing touches, and we'll be back to round up everything that I'm just rambling about. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, we're back. I just threw the blush on, put a little around the eyes. I put some of the Iconic Glow Drops across the lids. I had to do a reel for this blush, so we did some kind of like cold girl situation here with some super blushiness, and I think it looks so pretty. Girl, it's a good skin day. I'm so mad at that foundation. These products played me, man. They played me. So, I am going to declutter the foundation just because I can't trust this. I can't trust it. I am going to try to pan or use up the NYX primer because, I don't know, it felt nice on the skin. I don't know why I was trying to declutter that. We're going to hang on to the Glow Drops, or the Iconic London Illuminator. We're going to make that work for us because I think it looks really pretty today. Maybe I was just using it wrong. I don't know. And we're going to try to use up a little bit more of this Catrice concealer and make a dent in it before I let it go, because it's not that old and it's a good concealer. It looks, the under eyes look beautiful today. This, we're keeping as body makeup. Okay. So I think I am going to do another video kind of like this coming up at some point where where I go through some more stuff that maybe can go into like a project pan situation, and like just products I really want to just put a good dent in and kind of eventually declutter because they're a little bit older and are just time to let them go older. Yeah, and I also want to do a video of digging in my archives and pulling out some of my oldest stuff that I love. So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts down below about all of that, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.